Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Dawson Wills with ADS.
Dawson, nice to meet you. I'm Jim Gibbs.
Jim Gibbs?
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jim. I think I was supposed to meet with Tiffany Carlson. Is she all right? Or
Tiffany is fine. Tiffany
Okay.
had a baby, so she's out on maternity.
Okay. Well, congratulations to her.
Yeah.
That's great. It was a boy or girl?
It was a little boy.
Little boy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's really cool. Well, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Great.
Doing good.
Awesome.
Busy, but good.
Oh yeah, really? I'm
Yeah.
sure. I know about Kiewit very well. Like actually, I'm from Omaha originally, so I grew up in right around where Kiewit Middle School is. So
Oh,
they're the
okay.
main sponsors. So, and I had one of my best friends was his father was like a foreman at Kiewit. So I used to hear about it all the time. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
So I know you guys are a pretty busy company for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So how long have you been with Kiewit?
You know what? I've been with Kiewit a little over 12 years.
12 years.
I'm also originally from Nebraska. I grew up in Wahoo, Nebraska.
Oh wow. Okay.
And presently living in Houston. I've been there about 12 years and looking for an opportunity to get back to Nebraska.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Omaha's a great town. I've been to Houston. I have family there too, actually.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. The interstate there is a lot easier. I think kind of how they have that ring.
Well,
around the town.
We got the 101, the 202, the 303.
No, definitely.
Now working on the 404.
Oh yeah, they're expanding, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, cool. What's your role here?
Well, so I'm also in purchasing.
Okay.
The last 12 years I've been on the transfer station side. And when Tiffany went out on a maternity leave, they asked me to come up and help out and cover while she's gone. So I'm really working on the projects that she had going.
Okay. Well, what are those projects?
Well, a big one is a national account agreement on drainage and sewer systems.
Okay. How's that going?
It's going. Again, Tiffany went out and we didn't really have an opportunity to transition.
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of learning as I go.
Yeah, well, definitely. Like I'm sure that's pretty tough. I've had several projects like that as well. Like working with ADS, like things like that. Like I'm actually kind of fairly new myself. I've been there for 13 months, so not like crazy new, but like when I came in, we just had our past sales representative retire.
Okay.
So I've had to like pick up all these new accounts and stuff that a lot of times the records are very outdated. Like that's like I had no idea Tiffany was on maternity leave.
Well, and it just happened.
Oh yeah, so very brand new.
Baby.
Definitely.
Yeah. I know a little bit about ADS.
Okay.
Tell me about ADS. What does ADS stand for?
I have my business card here. I can give you that first, just in case you have any questions or anything afterwards.
Okay.
ADS stands for Advanced Drainage Systems.
Okay.
We're actually one of the leading manufacturing companies in the industry when it comes to plastic drainage pipes. And we've been leading innovation since the very start. I think back in, I can check my notes real quick. It was 1986 was when we first came out with the original corrugated plastic piping.
Okay.
Since then, we've been innovating, improving more and more on that type
So
of
you're
technology.
a manufacturer, not a
Yes.
distributor.
We are a manufacturer, but we have distributing centers nationwide. We have 60 manufacturing centers and 30 distributing centers as well.
So you make the products.
Yes, we make it, and we also distribute it and transport it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hi, how are you
That's
doing?
when I was in here.
Nice to meet you.
Good, how are you?
I'm Dawson.
Dawson
From
from
ADS.
ADS,
Yes.
Advanced Drainage Systems?
Yes, definitely.
Oh.
Ben?
Great, yeah, how are you, sir?
Good.
I need to talk to you about some national contracts related to purchasing.
Okay.
I didn't know that you were meeting with ADS.
Yeah. It was something that Tiffany had in the works.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So not his fault, but if I had known that you were meeting with him today, I would have told him not to meet with you guys.
I'm so sorry to hear about that.
That's okay. It's unfortunate. About a year ago, we've done business with you guys for a long time.
Okay.
Great relationship. But unfortunately, we found out about a year ago that there was some under-the-table handling going on.
Wow.
Your guys were bribing our purchasing agent, who we're not proud of, but was taking those bribes and was making business there. And
Goodness.
that gentleman is no longer here.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming since you're here and new and didn't know that was going on.
Not at all.
But yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry to hear about it. Would you like to join us in our meeting?
No, I got some other stuff that I've got to run and do. And again, I didn't mean to interrupt, but my advice to you is that I wouldn't go any further here. I just don't think that it's worth our time. Like I said, the relationship's been just completely damaged. And I don't know that we trust what goes on there to just, and I hate that. I'm sure you're a nice guy and probably do a lot of good work, but hopefully you can understand.
I'm so sorry to hear about
where
that.
So,
I mean, I'd love to talk more with you later on, maybe try and build that relationship back again. I mean, I'm stepping into this new role that I'm sure that last guy we had, you guys were building with, he actually retired. He probably was having that's probably some past experience or whatever, but we've definitely like dealt with that, and we're moving forward. I mean, I would love to meet with you on a separate occasion and maybe talk about this further.
surely you can appreciate our stance, right? So once we have a relationship with a supplier, we're not just one to just ditch them and let them go.
Yeah.
You know, maybe one day you can earn that trust back. But I hope you can appreciate the fact that the trust has been broken. And it would be tough to just all of a sudden kick the guys out that's been doing a really good job for us. Just to turn business back over to you guys. But listen, I feel free to continue, but you know where I stand with it.
Sure.
And again, nice meeting you.
Oh yeah, it was nice to meet you too.
Thanks.
And I'll catch up with you later this afternoon.
Thank you.
So I'm really sorry to hear about that.
Wow. I was unaware of that too.
I mean, I was as well. I mean, are you still open for the discussion?
Well,
just kind of talk about?
I do need to let you know. I mean, obviously, he would, when it comes to ethics, we have the utmost consideration for ethics. We don't do anything under the table. Everything's above board. Ethics is everything. Ethics and safety is what we're all about. So that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, are you still open for the discussion? I would love to just talk about it a little bit more. Kind of tell you what we're all about. I mean, just like Kiewit is always striving to be better and improve on their life last.
Sure, I'm open to the meeting that we're having, to having a discussion. But you know what I'm up against
here. I totally understand.
I mean, I'm covering here for Tiffany. I've been asked to essentially negotiate a national agreement when it comes to drainage and sewage. And our VP of procurement doesn't want to do business with ADS.
That makes sense, yeah.
So
I understand.
Okay, I mean, we can certainly have a conversation.
Okay.
And let me tell you about a little bit about what I'm tasked with. So right now our buying is very fragmented. We buy from multiple sources.
Okay.
We want to consolidate our buying to leverage our buying power and really do that with one person.
Oh yeah, so definitely.
Or we're not one person, but one company. So.
When I met with your intern earlier today, and they were telling me that you guys are looking at suppliers currently. Like, do you have any suppliers that you kind of had ironed out right now, or are you still kind of in the works of looking for that?
I'm not sure what you mean by ironed out.
Like, have you had a agreement with someone? You said you're fragmenting, but like, do you have a couple of them?
Well, we're fragmented in the sense that we buy from multiple suppliers.
Oh, okay.
So yes, I mean, we're doing business with multiple suppliers.
Who are those suppliers? Just curious.
Well, it's company ABC, and company DEF, and a couple Chinese suppliers.
Okay. All right. What kind of products are you guys buying from them?
Drainage and sewage.
Like concrete, metal, PVC.
All of the above.
All of the above. So everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, so another question. I mean, would you have a deadline on this national agreement you have?
Yeah, I want to get it in place and implement it.
Okay.
And implement it.
Yeah,
implement
definitely.
it is key within 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Okay. It's a quick deadline.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's probably stressful for sure.
Yeah.
And so you want to find, a number one customer so you can do 100% dealing with them, where you can leverage the price, work with them in services, right? Correct?
Yeah, I want to find a number one supplier.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
What is important to you when it comes to a supplier besides ethics and safety? What else would there be?
Well, those are paramount, obviously. So ethics and safety, but price is important.
Okay.
The ability to be able to deliver what you say you can deliver when you say you can deliver.
So timeliness.
Yeah, it's very important.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you guys are working on currently regarding this agreement? Like any like other issues that you've kind of come into, like anything else that's going on, like any issues that are adamant right now besides like kind of looking for someone? Or
Well, the things that have come to my attention that Tiffany was working through is number one, price.
Okay.
Your company is very expensive.
Okay.
Especially compared to Chinese suppliers. That's number one. And then number two, I'm looking for a short-term agreement, an agreement around 90 days to get us through this present crunch that we're in.
Okay. Okay, definitely. So you said you're dealing with right now with someone with China, and there's like lower prices. What kind of like products are they dealing with? Like like what kind of piping are you using from them? Do you know the type of material or regarding kind of the performance ability of that?
I believe that it's a like product to what you're offering.
Very like, okay. Yeah. So like polypropylene, corrugated, okay. Okay. So you're looking for lower price, safety, and you're looking for ethics, timeliness, and you need a crunch. You need it as soon as possible, correct?
Well, we need to have it implemented within 6 weeks, and then I need a short-term deal.
Okay.
Like a 90-day deal.
Okay. What if I could tell you that instead of dealing with a company overseas, dealing with someone more domestic that has manufacturing plants, 60 of them actually, nationwide, as well as 30 distributing centers nationwide as well, that are constantly on call. We have engineers and reps that are always taking calls. Do you think that would maybe save time in this crunch that you're dealing with? Because we also have the largest private fleet where we would deliver the products timely and on time for you guys.
I don't know. I mean, is that something that you can tell me that is a benefit to me?
No, definitely. Because this would, with this kind of crunch, you need a 90-day deal. And dealing overseas, 6 weeks, it's almost the equivalent of how long it would take to ship that.
Yeah.
You'd have to throw that on.
And I need to make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a 90-day agreement.
Okay.
A 90-day contract.
Yeah.
Not a multi-year contract.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's definitely workable. Now, I do have a couple of stuff just regarding some of our products to show you. So this right here is just some speculations on our storm drainage systems. Just if you wanted to read up, a lot of this talks about our materials. It talks about how it works comparatively to other products, and we also have on the back just speculations talking about the dimensions and things like that. I just figured when you're dealing with talking to other suppliers, you could use this to kind of compare our product to other products. I understand our price is probably higher, but we like to pride ourselves on the service that we provide to you guys. That's kind of like our number one thing, where we try to do our best to make sure we have distribution centers and manufacturing centers readily available in like convenient locations for projects nationwide. And I've done a lot of research on Kiewit, and I understand you guys do projects nationwide as well, all over the place, like from
globally, actually.
Definitely. And we could definitely help with timeliness in that case, just because when it comes to overseas, sometimes like shipping processes can be hard to predict. And I'm sure that's kind of a concern for you guys as well. And you also talked about safety being number one concern. And safety is also our number one concern. And when it comes to our plastic product, we do our best to keep it light. So, I'm sure, I wonder if your supplier is using polypropylene products, do you know, that you guys are currently using?
As far as I know, in the process right now is we're meeting with different suppliers to see what they have to offer and how they can package that and how they can wrap that around a 90-day agreement.
Okay, definitely. Okay, so a 90-day agreement. Okay.
What would that look like? What would that look like? What would that agreement look like?
For us?
Yeah. And what would the process be?
You'd be dealing directly with me. Okay. So all of that within, I'd be your rep solely for this account. And in the past, our past, representative had been dealing with you before, but I mean, we're not going to ignore about that because there were some problems with that. And I'd be completely different in that case. But an agreement with me would be I'd be working with you day and night. So any calls, anything, I would work with you on top of that. And then when it comes to a 90-day agreement, all it would take was consulting with me, and then I would have to go to my team and get it approved. And I mean, there would be some paperwork, but a 90-day agreement is completely doable. Sometimes long-term agreements can be beneficial just because, like you said, when you're leveraging price and products, like relationships are important, and I understand that we've lost that relationship with you in the past. But building that could be beneficial when it comes to pricing. And once you have a relationship that's extended long time with a supplier, discounts become more relevant. When you realize that you guys are bringing in a lot of business for us, and when we're doing a lot of benefits to you, it's easy to make agreements in the same sense.
Tell you what I can do. I can put together a boilerplate agreement.
Okay.
Give it to you. How quickly do you think you can get it through your legal?
I would assume very quickly. Judging by how it is, I would say within weeks, maybe a week or so, not long at all. Just based on the fact that he was such a large account, you guys are you have prominent power. If I were to tell my manager about this, we would swiftly move it through the process. It'd be our number one priority. You guys would be our number one priority.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The way it works on our end is this deal has to be signed off by the CEO, our CEO, our managing director, and our CFO.
Okay.
So it's not a quick process. That's why I want to get you a boilerplate template, see what your legal thinks of it, and then get back to me as soon as as soon as possible. And just so you know, with this deal, you have the right products. The price is too high. We're going to need to work on that. We're also working with other suppliers. And again, I am under the gun to get this deal done in 6 weeks.
100%.
So, and that's implemented in 6 weeks.
Yes. No, I could definitely do that. If you would love to email that to me, my email is actually on the business card, and I would get back to you as soon as possible and quickly ship that through. I'm in direct contact with my CEO as well. And he's actually within the area currently right now. I'm doing rounds. So I could call him up and meet with him and discuss what we've talked about in this meeting currently and our past mistakes. And we would be more than willing to try and make up for those and do our best to rekindle this relationship.
Well, there again, you know what I'm up against.
I do.
So the CEO has to sign off, CFO has to sign off,
Yeah.
managing director has to sign off, and another person has to sign off. Okay. So, all right, so we'll go forward.
I would love to do so.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.